Here's why it's important for these fish to squish around, and as you can see, they're squishing around. So the reason this is important is in game design, you want the player to be satisfied and like feel like I'm doing stuff. So essentially, that's what you're doing here. Like every single little bit of UI should ideally jiggle and stuff. Well, not every bit, depending on the game, of course. But generally, it's like good for the game to be like satisfying, and that's what you do by making your UI jiggle and stuff. And that's what I'll be explaining in this video, how you do that. So here's the code that I use to make the UI squish around and stuff. It works pretty basically. So essentially what I do is I first something calls this function or method. I learned it's a method actually recently in C#. And then that method calls this coroutine, which then in turn makes the UI squish down slightly smaller. And then that gets like slowly expanded back to original size over time. And I do this with this lerp right here. And I just go over this loop a couple times and I slightly like make it bigger every time. That's what lerp does if you use it in this way here. I don't think I would have coded this the same way as I do now. I think I would have made this a for loop probably, but I'm not sure. Like I'm just like looking at this code like again after not having looked at it for a couple months. So maybe there's a very good reason this is a while loop, but hey, it works. So what's the reason behind changing it now, right? So essentially, this was really easy to add, and therefore it would have been way better if way more of the UI and like the things in the games were way more satisfying. So that's like kind of what I'm in this series. I'm kind of looking back at previous things I've done in game development, and honestly, I feel like I should have implemented this in a lot more different aspects of the game. Alright, like and subscribe, and check out the next video for more devlog or postmortem actually content.